Alright, I'm back. So this probably I'm posting again after a few days. There's a reason I've been not posting for a while. Due to the reason is last week I actually have an exam, so I couldn't post anything. I have to focus on studying, so that's why I couldn't post anything. And also I watched the stream that there's gonna be wait, hold on. The camera, my phone slash my camera is still bad right now, so hold on. Okay, I'm back. So my camera is off now. You can see there's nothing because it's low bat. I forgot to charge it. I'm so sorry. But I heard in the stream that Albedo and Eula is getting a rerun at phase 1 at like literally both at the same time. And I said, oh, it's a great time to make a Eula build for people who's gonna pull for Eula. So I'm gonna help you guys step by step. Before we start the video, also credits to Genshin Impact helper team start their builds. They're the one who's providing this build, and their website is also linked in the description down below. To start off, of course, is the best weapons for Eula. So the first one is, of course, Song of Broken Pines. Second, Wolf Gravestone. Third, Dawn Forge. Fourth is Skyward Spine. Fifth is Serpent Spine. Sixth is Luxurious Sea Lord if I'm in rank 5. Or Akumaru if I'm in rank 1. They're at both the same rank, but if Akumaru is R2 and above, it will pull ahead of the Luxurious Sea Lord. Number 7 is Black Cliff Slasher, assuming it has 1 stack. Lithic Blade has 1 stack. Number 9 is Prototype Archaic. Number 10 is Snow Tomb Star Silver. And number 11, Skyrider Great Sword, which is a 3-star weapon. And assuming it's also if I'm in rank 5. Also, some notes for these weapons. Eula's weapon rankings assume that you are running with her with a cryo battery. For example, is Diona instead of Bennett, and that she has more than 30% energy recharge substats from her artifacts alone. Increasing it to 40% through substats can help alleviate her energy issues. Now, notes for the weapon for the Serpent Spine. Serpent Spine, it can be better than Skyward Pride if you have at least 130% energy recharge / ER from substats and running a cryo battery. It is also worth noting that an refinement rank 5 Serpent Spine will outperform all 5-star weapons at R1 with proper stacks. For the Akumaru, this weapon will outperform Luxurious Sea Lord at high refinements only. Now for the artifacts, of course, 4 piece of Pale Flame set. Now for the sands, of course, you want attack percentage, goblet physical damage bonus, circlet is crit rate or crit damage. Now if you don't have a proper main stat for this artifact set, you can go for 2-piece Pale Flame and 2-piece Bloodstained Chivalry. Or you can go for as well is 2-piece Pale Flame and 2-piece of any attack 18 plus percentage attack set, which is basically Gladiator and Shiminawa set. And also they also have some notes regarding about the Pale Flame set. This is Eula's optimal artifact set, and it relies on having a conditional full field in order to outperform 2-piece Pale Flame plus 2-piece Bloodstained Chivalry. If you are able to sustain the conditional buff, you will be able to achieve 50% physical damage bonus plus 18% attack bonus without using your elemental burst. You can sustain the Pale Flame 4 set bonus because each stack lasts 7 seconds and it refreshes per stack. And Eula's elemental skill is only 4 seconds when doing 1 taps. Therefore, you can keep the condition up. Using this set it is recommended to not use hold skill until your Lightfall Sword is nearly about to end. This restriction is only for players who don't have Eula C2 or above. Please visit the ability tips for her combo. I'm gonna talk about the combo later as well. Talent priority / the one you want to level up is normal attack or burst, and then elemental skill. Let's talk about the elemental skill. Her elemental skill also decreases the physical rest of the enemy when you hit them, and cryo rest decrease. When you level it up as well, it will also increase how much it will decrease the physical rest and cryo rest. Now in Eula's elemental skill, it has this called Grim Heart. Grim Heart. Every time you hit the enemies, basically you will get 2 stacks of Grim Heart. First stack will appear 1 sword, and when you hold the elemental skill, it will appear 1 sword as well appearing. So the second stack of Grim Heart, you will see those cross sword, and when you hold it, there's 2 swords will appear and an AoE of physical damage. For the elemental burst of Eula, brandishes her great sword, dealing cryo damage to nearby opponents and creating a lightful sword that follows her around for a duration for up to 7 seconds. While present, the lightful sword increases Eula's resistance to interruption. When Eula's own normal attack, elemental skill, and elemental burst deals damage to the opponent, they will charge the lightful sword, which can gain an energy stack once every 0.1 second. Once its duration ends, the lightful sword will descend and explode, dealing AoE physical damage to nearby opponents. This damage scales on the number of energy stacks the lightful sword has accumulated. If Eula leaves the field, the lightful sword will explode immediately. Now, when using the elemental burst of Eula, you better make sure the HP of the enemies is not at least below 25% or 50%, because either you will kill them by your normal attack and you will never get to use the lightful sword of your elemental burst. So you just wasted your elemental burst, which is kind of really annoying. Mostly it happens, sometimes does not. See, it's in co-op actually. But yeah, that's my tip. Now let's talk about the combo. First, what you're gonna do is tap skill, elemental burst, and then do 4 normal attack, and then hold your elemental skill and do 4 normal attack again. Now also, if you already have 1 stack of Grim Heart and your elemental burst is ready, you can use your elemental burst, and basically after using the elemental burst, you will also gain 1 more stack of Grim Heart, which basically you will have now 2 stacks of Grim Heart. Now in her passive, so this is where the AoE of physical AoE come from in the elemental skill, from using the 2 stacks of Grim Heart. And the second passive talent is when Eula crafts character talent materials, she has a 10% chance to receive double the product. Third one, passive talent, is when Glacial Illumination / Elemental Burst is cast, the city of Acetide Vortex is reset and Eula gains 1 stack of Grim Heart as well. That's what I just said earlier. Now, the 4 cryo battery for Eula can be any cryo character as long as not Chongyun, because you guys already know what will happen if you use elemental skill of Chongyun. It will turn your normal attack, all of your character's normal attack, except for the catalyst, turned into cryo damage. Team comp for Eula is gonna be, of course, Eula, Diona, Raiden Shogun, and Kujusara. Or Eula, Raiden Shogun, Albedo, and Fichul. Or you can go for as well is Eula, Diona, Fichul, Songli. And you can go for as well Eula, Fichul, Rosaria, and Diona. Or if you want to, the one that I'm gonna use soon as well is gonna be Eula, Fichul, Diona, Baido. As you can see, you heard a lot of Dionas because Diona provides a lot of elemental particles. So that because Eula has a energy recharge problem on her elemental burst. That's why you gotta need a cryo battery for Eula. Now, C1 Eula is actually really good because every time you use the elemental skill and Grim Heart stacks. Now, C1 Eula is actually really good already, because every time you use the elemental skill and the Grim Heart stacks are consumed, Eula's physical damage is increased by 30 seconds for 6 seconds. Each stack consumed will increase the duration of this effect by 6 up to a maximum of 18 seconds. Hey, it does not have any cooldown or anything, it can be anytime.
Beg for mercy. Stop! Shiver! Shudder! Flood of frost! Rack and ruin!
You see that big damage? You see that?
That's just from a super conduct and the elemental skill of Eula. And this doesn't have the nobility of Blade set as well.
If you're wondering why I don't have Noble Sea of Blade set, it's because it's hard to get the right main stat. And this doesn't also have Bennett. And if you're wondering as well why it doesn't have Bennett, it's because I don't have Bennett in this account. I don't know why. It's so hard to get it. Now, Albedo also is a really good 5-star character. The reason I'm not doing a build guide for him, it's because I don't have Albedo. And the reason also Albedo is so good is that his best weapon, okay? His best weapon is a literally 3-star weapon, which is the Harbinger of Dawn. Like, bro, a 3-star weapon, the best weapon for Albedo. Like, what? Like, could you believe that? A 3-star. A 3-star. That's the best weapon for him. So that's all for this video. You can comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer some of them, depending if I'm busy or not. So yeah, see you guys.